Alright, early on I showed this particular video player. This is an MP4 video player. The advantage is everything is pretty well compact. It's in a thin package which could be removed and placed inside of a prop to make it look as if it is functional. The only downfall about this version is it's a touch screen, and a lot of times the touch isn't very sensitive, and there's no way to actually make the video switch without actually touching the screen or moving it with your finger. So then I got this. This is another video player. It's the kind that comes in a nice thin little package like this. This is what it looks like when it's slid out of the main body. We have the battery. This is the LiPo lithium battery here. It's rechargeable. It has a tiny little speaker right there. And the way this could be modified is by removing this part of the circuit board right here. This is the video part of it from its body. It uses a thin plastic rail that it rides on. Basically, there are two boards in this case. There's the video screen part of it here, and then we have the touch pad version. And the reason this is more likely to be better is because you can actually solder wires or push buttons to these pads where the pads actually close a mechanical switch. It also has a, let's see, right here is the USB for charging the unit itself. We have an earphone jack right there which can be tapped off of with, say, an amplifier so that you could actually hear the sound a little louder. Being that it's connected with a ribbon cable right here in the middle, that board could also be removed, so you have two boards roughly the same size, and in the middle it can be folded. You can kind of see that it's actually connected with a ribbon cable, and it could be folded back on itself to make it this size with two boards side by side. Of course, you'd have to isolate the two with some kind of isolated paper or something between the two. And it also uses a micro SD card right here. This is a micro SD card right in there, and of course we have the power switch. So the power switch could be moved to another location. Maybe when the prop opens or turns on, it would activate the electronics. You would definitely have to set it up prior to showing it, because when you first power it up, it comes up as kind of the where you actually decide if you want to play music or show photos or play video. But once this image is set up, you can actually press the buttons here. Let me see if I can do that, and it'll change the image. Press that one, and we have that version there. You press another button here. Okay. So basically, you can actually switch through the videos just by the press of a button. So this is forward, this is backward, this is the buttons in the middle here are to go back to its original setup mode if you want to just go photos or something. So there you go. So I think this is a pretty interesting way to do it. With this board here folded back onto this one, because it, like I say, is connected by a ribbon cable, it could be made a little bit smaller but a tad bit thicker. So no problems. And of course the battery could be moved as well, and again you can tap off the little speaker here with a little 386 amplifier. So there you go. Pretty basic, pretty simple modification if it's something you want to do. Okay.